So what do the master bushcrafters carry in their bags? Well, not 100% sure, but I can tell you what I carry. I'm certainly no master. I have more experience than some, a lot less than the masters, but I'll share with you what I carry. It's friggin' hot, man. It's a hot one today. Very muggy. We've had a lot of rain lately. Finally lifted the fire ban, thank God. So hopefully we can do a video soon with the fire. All right, back at the camp. So before I start showing you my gear, I'm just going to tell you, I'm not going to be like this knife. I'll show you some scenery while I'm yapping. I'm not going to be like this knife is made out of, it's this company, it's this brand, it's made out of elemental P, 123 steel. This bag is this company, this brand, treated with beeswax, earwax, and unicorn urine. No. You know what? That stuff gets a little too complicated and overwhelming, especially for beginners. I don't even like listening to videos like that. All right, bush belt, bear spray, my flashlight, foldable pouch. Keep birch bark in there, so I always have the dry tinder. And my bush knife. I love the dangler. Don't ask me why, I just love the dangler. Never gets in the way. You just can't do a quick draw on a dangler, but that's okay. And what I carry in my pockets. Gotta have a bandana. A million uses for that. This match safe. So what I did, just took a box of matches. I cut the strikers off. And when you store, if you're gonna do that, obviously, I mean, common sense, which is actually superpower. So just put the put the strikers like that so they don't light up. Just a couple towels, you get them wet and they expand. Lock blade. This here is an old Advil container or Tylenol, whatever it is, but I keep Advil in here and personal medications. Chapstick and my Swiss Army knife. Now to the bag. Yeah, and here we are forgetting one of the superstars of the gear. I always carry this in the bush, but at home I store it in my bag, but when I'm out in the bush, I always carry this in my pocket. First aid kit, personalized to myself. So one thing I forgot to mention, I carry a multi-tool on my daily belt that I wear every day. And a multi-tool, totally invaluable. You highly recommend having a multi-tool in your gear. So between this multi-tool and my Swiss Army knife, just for little tasks while I'm poking around, out and about, whatever. Out and about, did you just notice that? I'm Canadian, not out in a boot. But anyways, yeah, perfect combo for just little wee tasks. Okay, so moving on to the bag. You know, that might look like a lot of stuff, but it's not. I don't know exactly what it weighs, but it's under 20 pounds. I could walk all day with that. But okay. Let's start with trash bags. You carry it in, you carry it out. I never leave garbage in the bush. One of my favorite tools to carry is a hand auger. I'm not sure what it's called, Scotch auger, Pioneer auger, or Pioneer tool, but I'm not sure what that tool is called, really. If you know, leave it in the comments. Highly recommend leather gloves. Definitely leather gloves. and I said that I have map and compass. I don't always have that with me just because, you know, like the huge area that I go, I know it really well, but there's always a button compass on my backpack. No, I know I can't rely on it, but just so you know, I do have it. Get that out of the side. This here, I'm not going to set it up. Most of you know what this is. This is a twig stove. Great item to have. Got a little weight, but it's not like not anything excruciating. You don't even really need it. You can always cook over a fire. But why not? Here, just a vacuum sealed pair of underwear and pair of socks. 2 extra bandanas that I carry. My possibles pouch. Carry this extra too. What this is storm matches. Just in case, right? Bug spray. I'm in Ontario. The bugs are the size of hummingbirds here. The mosquitoes, holy. And this here, like I said, we're covering on top of the 10 Cs. So this, yeah, time for new duct tape. That's been on a few journeys. But yeah, this on top of the 10 Cs. This is the extras that I carry. So I got some extra chunks of pick for when I'm sitting around, because for some reason the bugs, oh man, they love me. And I go through like so much bug spray. Like this one's almost empty. I bought it like 2 minutes ago. And one of my buddies, I think that guy, he's got a can of bug spray that's only, I think it's like half gone. The guy's probably had it since he was 7. Bugs, yeah, they don't bother him at all. Bug net. Headlamp, part of the 10 Cs. This here is my coffee kit. Yes, instant coffee. Yeah, it's just easier when you're on the trail. If I don't have room in my bag for my percolator, then I take the instant. Paracord, lots of it. I have more in the bag, I just didn't pull it all out. This here is my folding saw. I don't always carry it with me out in the bush. It depends on what I'm doing, then I'll carry it. My hatchet, that is always with me. Binoculars, you don't need it, but you know, something to have, fun to look through if you know, you want to sit and enjoy the scenery. So another thing I did, took an old pill bottle, put together a little fishing kit. So just in case of an emergency and I have to spend the night somewhere. I don't know if you can hear that. There's little kids way down the lake somewhere. But yeah, it's good to have just to procure food if you were stuck like somewhere for overnight. Utensil kit. Yeah, this thing here, that's my tin mug. Whatever kind of mug. It's bounced around with me for, oh, wow, long time. Yeah, enamel coating or whatever they coat it with. I've had that for years. I'm part of the 10 Cs again. This is my poncho. We'll rip that apart and turn that into a shelter. So this is wet wipes. This is actually what they call paper soap. It's thin little strips. It's just enough to, you know, give your hands one washing. Kind of like those old Listerine strips. Remember those things? That's what this is like. And hand sanitizer, one kit for when you go do your business. Now, you don't have to carry a sharpener. There's lots of different sharpeners. I just carry the diamond sharpener with me just to keep my blade sharp while I'm out and about tinkering. You can carry a stone. You can carry whatever you want, if you want to. Okay, this kit here. This is my oh no, this is my coffee kit. My bad. Coffee kit, I keep a couple extra little things like soup bouillon cubes, tea, Soup, again, just in case you're stuck for the night. The black kit there, sorry, that was my electronics kit. Little solar charger, and then I bought this adapter here on Amazon. It kind of has all the adapters you can think of, so it's for when I'm filming and stuff, charge up my phone, so. This here, I strapped this on the outside of my backpack. It's a foldable sit pad. Part of the tent sees my canteen. There's a cook pot or cook cup in there. My sewing kit. Now, I got to show you a piece of gear. And I remember when my buddy first bought one, and I just laughed at him. I said, dude, what do you need that for? But you know, we're in our 50s and getting up and down like that, a little hard on the knees. So what this here is a fire bellows. You know, most of us know what that is, but again, the rookies. You know, you're just sitting there, you stoke your fire, just instead of sticking your face in the fire like I always do, just use that. All right, down to the final two items. So I think the first one I'm going to show you. So there's one little bushcraft task I got tired of. I've been doing it since I was like, geez, I don't know, just a kid. And, you know, it's getting a piece of paracord, rope, whatever you have. Then you make a toggle, right, to hang up your bag. Just tired of that. Or you got to find a, you know, like a broken branch on a tree that's kind of close to you. Just, you know what? I seen something there and I figured I'm just going to buy it. Yeah, so what this here is it's called a hero clip. You clip this part to your bag, and then this goes over a branch or whatever to keep your bag off the ground. And yeah, it's one item my wife laughs at me for buying. She asked what it was. I told her, and she's like, you paid $40 for that? You know what? Yeah, I did. Makes life a little bit easier. But again, that's an extra that works for me. Obviously, you don't have to do that. And my final item. This is my bush pot. This thing's older than I am. Given to me by my grandfather. Given by his great-grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-great-grandfather to the 52nd power. Jesus and the disciples once ate a meal out of that. Yeah, it's time to, I don't know, it's beaten and battered more than a redhead stepchild is. Rumor has it Joan of Arc actually ate a meal out of this. I'm not so sure I believe that one though, that's a little far-fetched. But, you know, if you know me, you know I like the old gear. And if you like the old vintage gear yourself, I will give a shout out to James Bender over at Waypoint Survival. He does a series called the Hobo Series. Oh man, phenomenal. Go check out his Hobo Series. So that's just what I carry. Sometimes I'll carry more, sometimes I'll carry less, depends on what I'm doing. And I like the backpack. Well, for instance, I had back surgery a while back. And I had that old haversack that I showed you in a previous video. Love carrying that thing, but after my back surgery and plus getting older and fatter and, you know, carrying all that weight on the one side, you know, that just kills me. So I like having the backpack, centers everything off, and I have extra room. So if I'm gonna go do an all-nighter, like say on foot, then, you know, I have a lot more room to store, bring more stuff. You could maybe put a small tent or a hammock in there, strap your sleeping bag to the outside, whatever. You'll figure out a combo that works for you, and just get out and practice there, folks. As long as you got those 10 C's covered, you alter that bag any way you want, put any extras in there you want. You'll tailor it to yourself. I'm in my 50s and I still can't get that bag perfectly, but I use what works for me. For example, the more you sharpen your own blades, you're gonna get better at it. Keep doing it. You're gonna get that one time where you sharpen it and it's perfect. You're gonna be running around the house, oh, can I sharpen now? I don't care what anybody says, we've all done this. So you find, I don't know, for example, say your kitchen scissors, you sharpen those and you get good at that. You do a great job there. And then next it's like, oh, now what? Then you're sharpening your lawnmower blade. A lot of these skills, yeah, you know, you'll figure it out. They do carry over into some of them do carry over into everyday life. Just the more you practice it, the better you'll get and the more you'll figure that part out. So on a final note, folks, stay safe out there. Thank you for watching. Please at least click like, subscribe, share this video, and we'll see you on the next one.